What's good, y'all? My name is O'Neal Infinity, and damn, I'm back with another video. I haven't dropped a video in years. Shout out to the OGs that was with me when I was making my YouTube videos around and before the pandemic. But today I'm coming with something a little bit different. So first things first, we're gonna start with a general overview of the energies this week in the astrology and just from what I'm picking up from my own meditations. And then after that, I got a pick a card ting. So we have pile number one. It says cracked open. We have an amethyst stone for that one. And then we have pile number two with winter solstice reflection. And then we got the black tourmaline for that, okay? So first things first, today is Sunday, March 3rd, 2024. And my overview for this is giving lofty ideas turned into bountiful embodiment. So we have the sun in Pisces and we have the moon in Sagittarius. We also have Mercury in Pisces, and then we have Venus and Mars in Aquarius. So we have a little bit of balance. We have Taurus or Jupiter in Taurus, and then we have Saturn in Pisces as some of the most prominent planets right now. And to me, this is sensing like the perfect time to let go, the perfect time to rewrite the script. It's the perfect time to allow luck, fortune, and blessings to actually seep into the shadow realm with you and do a little bit of that shadow work with just miracles on your side. You might have serendipitous encounters. You might come into a little bit of coin this week. You also may take a big action that you were once afraid to take, but you can now feel the support of the divine in that actual decision. There are themes of humility and destiny. We are not far off from the Pisces new moon, which I believe is on March 10th, which should be this Sunday. And we're not off from the spring equinox as well. So it's a good time to start. It's a good time to begin. It's a good time to revamp, reorganize, and put yourself in position for the true new year. What else I got here? Another thing I want to say is balancing spirituality and headiness with groundedness and practicality. So it's like those big dreams in your head, starting little by little each day consistently, so that when the big dream becomes a reality, you will have had the small wins that actually led up to it. Small steps. Take one step at a time. Everything does not have to happen right now. One step at a time, okay? So yeah, that's a general overview. I'll put the timestamps for the piles in the description. Probably, not gonna cap, I probably will. But I'm on my Virgo North Node type shit, so I'm gonna do it. Anyway, so let's start with pile number one, right? Now, this was my pile this is the spiritual baddies. This is giving me Neptune in the 7th house. It's giving me Pisces 9th house. You might be a Cancer rising, Pisces rising, a Sag placement. You also might have a little bit of Aquarius as well, sensing a gist of Taurus. And so we have cracked open as like the main card. So I already pre-pulled all the cards, right? And that's how I got the idea of the reading. But cracked open says, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. I'll repeat it. Cracked open with the description, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. The alchemy of life speaks upon the building blocks to me. It's the vibrational essences, the actions, the thoughts and beliefs that actually form our day-to-day experience. So when we give ourselves permission to surrender to ourselves in a higher way, as well as surrender to the aspect of ourselves that is not fully incarnated on the earth plane, we allow more room for a type of miracle and growth that you could not have conceptualized just with your conscious mind. You might be a person that has a lot of big dreams. And when I mean big dreams, I'm not just talking about goals. I'm talking about when you're sleeping at night, your dreams are actually very profound. I do a lot of energy work in my dreams as well. So let's start with the tarot. So got the Tower. We got the Sun. Let me move that out of the way. We got the Hangman, and we got Strength, right? So I think when I was actually like shuffling and pulling the cards, I want to say that the Hangman came out first, and then it was like the Sun, the Tower, then Strength. So this speaks upon you coming out of a cycle of contemplating during destruction. And contemplation during destruction is not easy. It's not an easy feat, because when everything is happening around you outside of your control, it's very easy to succumb to the external powers. But this part of your life, your soul journey, was for you to come into your own power and operate in such a stillness that is remarkable to your own consciousness, which means perhaps in the past you would have folded, like you would have really folded. But this time around, you really held your ground despite everything. And not even just despite it, you utilized this Tower energy and you crumbled completely, and you allowed yourself to rebuild, reform, and reforge in such a beautiful way. Like, I feel a sense of being proud of you. You kept your innocence, even though things weren't always kind. It got messy. You were cracked open. So you should give yourself a moment to rest and actually celebrate. There's a little bit of celebration here, because even though you're at the end of that journey, it's a little bit left to go, but that little bit left is actually the catapult to the new chapter of your life. And I mean, we're in prime time right now. This is like prime time energy. You have Green Man Synergy, Lotus Flower Unfoldment, and then you have Focus, which is awesome, actually. So let me move this real quick. It's time to get in your body. It's time to ground your lofty ideas. It's time to settle into your vessel. Here's the thing about self-expression, right? The thing about self-expression is, if you're in your head, all you're really doing is watching your own thoughts like a damn show nonstop. When you move your consciousness into your physical body, that is how self-expression happens, okay? So when we say focus, yes, focus is mental, but focus is also physical. Focus is being in the present. Focus is allowing your energy to unfold naturally. When we're in sync with nature, that means we're in sync with our bodies. When we're in sync with our bodies, that means that the divine can unfold and move through us. When the divine can unfold and move through us, we are hyper manifestors. Big M, not the little m. And so this Tower honestly happened so that you could realize you're not even really here like that. You wasn't even really being here on this planet like that. You might feel like you're from somewhere else, starseed type beat, you know. But in actuality, if you choose to believe that you chose to come to Earth, that switch in belief will allow you to anchor yourself in such a way that brings heaven on earth. You feel me? And then let's look at this last couple ones. So we got You're Not Alone, Child of the Cosmos, like I said, starseed type beat, and then double mission, literally Lightworker starseed. But you know what? The starseed oracle, this thing right here, let me see if I could put it in there. This deck I got a couple years ago because I remember getting the Earth deck or the Earth Magic deck and feeling like I needed a little bit more woo-woo in my life. So in terms of like the week ahead, right? Even though this is timeless and we're just talking about soul stories for real, but you are bridging heaven and earth in such a way that aligns your destiny with your relationships, including the one with yourself. And I'm sensing a little bit of career too. Let me pull one more tarot card. Hold on. Okay, cool. So we got the, which one is this? 8 of Pentacles. So I'm getting this energy of like new job, or rather maybe you could get a promotion, but it's not necessarily giving promotion at your job. It's kind of giving there's a new version of you. There we go. There's a new version of you. So because there's a new version of you, that means that your positioning in your life is changing. So rather than focusing on the external reality so much like you were before, you're focused on the inner world and you're allowing your inner world to shift things for you. And that means that everything around you will shift. That is true power. True power to me is when you are in alignment and receptivity to your own inner divine, so much so that you are strengthened by the source within, right? Some advice for the week ahead: get quality sleep, take more naps, rest more. Yes, stay consistent at your job and at your work and your crafts, and keep learning, keep studying if you're in school or if you're studying a new trait or a new trade. But it's not given hustle. You can hustle. That reality is palpable. It's available. But the reality of the inner sustenance is available too. So what we talked about balancing the physical realm and the spiritual realm. We're in Pisces season. Currently, there's a Sag moon. The earth signs are in Jupiter. Taurus is in Jupiter. So that practical magic is so available, especially if you're somebody that's newly awakened or you're just kind of starting to tap in. Focus on practical magic. And yeah, this is a good week. It's a good week because you made it that, though. Never get it twisted. It's a good week because you're making it a good week. It's as good as you make it, but this is what I'm seeing. So yeah, thank you, pile number 1, Liddy. Yeah, that's it. Cool. I think next time I'm gonna get some like little advice cards or little affirmation cards for you, so you can feel like you got a more grounded ending. And then we're gonna move to pile number 2. Now, pile number 2, this is giving me a lot more masculine energy than pile number 1 did. Pile number 1 was, like I said, my Neptune in the 7th house, spiritual baddies. It was giving that energy. Pile number 2, you're giving me, yo, this is gonna sound crazy, right? But you're giving me Andre 3000, perhaps before he got Erykah Badu'd, or Common. Like when somebody, you meet that person that just put that tinge of magic on you, and now you like, whoa, I gotta figure out because you got catalyzed by an event, a person, a thing that is spiritually awakening you, and you can't ignore it anymore. So we have winter solstice reflection. Never forget, yes, spring is right around the corner, but we are still at the end of winter. Winter is the season of death. It is the precipice, the womb, and it's the soul. What is that thing that fruits have? It's like being in the inside of a fruit before the fruit ripens. That's what it's like being. It's like trying to, or not even trying, but it's like being worked on rather than working itself. Letting go. It's really time for you to let go. And letting go is less about trying to forget about somebody or something, or less about trying to, kick out the bad habits, because F that. It's more so like giving yourself room to actually feel your feelings. We got the Emperor, and this actually snuck up on me. This came out last. We got the Emperor, that Five of Swords, Queen of Pentacles, King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, and the Fool. So it's an interesting dichotomy between pile 1 and 2, because while pile 1 is more of the lofty, needing more grounding pile number 2 is the super grounded and practical, but often conflicting with themselves on the inside because they're not giving themselves permission to change. Definitely giving me Taurus, Virgo, and maybe a little bit of Leo in there. Scorpios is in the building for sure. You could definitely be a Scorpio rising or moon. You might even have an Aries Venus. Yeah. Definitely might have an Aries Venus or an Aries North Node or something like that. Something. Just a lot of new beginning energy. But even though we have such grounded, firm, wise energy here, wise divine masculine, you keep fighting yourself about that little tinge of softness that you got. And you don't realize that without that little tinge of softness, you would be a maniac. No, just kidding. Don't take that too serious. But you would definitely be imbalanced without that part of you that is soft to love. You're lovable. You're worthy of love. Everything's not about money and practicality. That will always be there. That's intrinsic to who you are. But you can feel too, bro. It don't have to be that hard. It can be, that's your choice. But what I'm seeing is you can open yourself, and you can open your mind to just being a loving human instead of just always seeing yourself as a business or as you see yourself within the world as if you're like a thing rather than a human. But you're a human being. You have empathic starseed, energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Portal, doors are opening. You decide. Rewards, the wild card. The 7 star sisters, birthing creations, tapestry of life and expression. Learning how to be human in the world but not of it. Maybe something happened in your life or a couple things started to wear and tear on you to where you kind of just felt like softness is not desirable, or softness is not accessible anymore. Like people don't want softness anymore. So you just felt like you just not gonna be that way no more. So you're just gonna be, hard. You're gonna be rah-rah about the situation. But in actuality, that's what's blocking you. And you're a passionate lover. You're a magician. And you weren't always so rigid. So you're also this week, maybe a friend, or it's not giving me somebody new per se. You are being new this week. You are making a new decision this week that you would not have made. That's going to change the course of your life. But I'm sensing that a new thing is being born in the mundane. This pile is giving me newness in the mundane. So we got fire and passion, earth magic. We have desert, vision quest, which to me is like going on a journey of your own and really healing and loving on that part of you that you felt like you had to hide because it was too vulnerable or too intimate for you to experience with other people. You have iceberg, submerged, which is really big on the subconscious mind. It's about honoring the depths of your shadow. And yes, you are the boss. Don't get me twisted now. You're the boss. You're about it. You're going to make that bread. You'll have the family. You'll have the things. You'll have it all. But it won't be without your softness. And it won't be without your ability to regulate your emotions and to slow down and take some time to just enjoy the fact that you're alive. You're alive. You're beautiful. You have everything you need. You're worthy. You're enough. So give yourself that credit. And it's gonna feel weird when you start to really own your self-love. It's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel abnormal. Here's a trick that I recently meditated on that's been helping me. Instead of saying things like, oh, I love my life. Oh my God. Even though you might feel like this shit got me effed up. You can say, I am practicing loving my life. Because for whatever reason, I think the brain and the word practice, it's like you can practice something that you're not good at. You can also practice something that you're a master at. So I think it's the subconscious mind really doesn't understand the difference. It's like a subtle word choice between like practice and trying. Trying, you might not succeed at it, but practicing something, you're doing it already. So you can say things like, I'm practicing being softer with my friends. I'm practicing being softer with my lover. I'm practicing being softer with my children. I'm practicing. You're practicing. Give yourself room to practice, to grow, to believe in new things, and to allow the mundane to surprise you. There are surprises ahead. I mean, if we knew them, they wouldn't be so surprising, right? But it'll be things like, you might meet somebody, and it's not necessarily a lover per se, but you might meet somebody that's actually really different from you, that you can build something super cool with. Because we got the King of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles. We got the fire and the earth. We have the 7 star sisters with birth and creation's tapestry of life. It's like you're gonna interact with somebody that is a part of your like soul journey. And I think going back to the beginning of the reading, it'll cycle you back into that like spiritual energy that I think that you are missing. So yeah, look forward to miracles and surprises this week. Stay open. Stay open-hearted. You don't have to be perfect. It's not about being perfect because we're practicing. And yeah, I think that's what I got for you, pal, too. Stay boss about the situation because money is moneying right now. The money's gonna money always. Simultaneously, matters of the heart are calling for your attention. So yeah, thank you for tuning in. That's what I got for you. And yeah, look for the next one. I'm really in my bag on practicing reading the astrology and the current energies. I've been doing it for myself, but I'm back into offering it more so in service. So I'll be, offering my energy readings again. Definitely reading the astrology charts. I've been studying hard. And if you want to tip your boy, I'm always open to some coins. My Cashapp, Venmo, all them things in the description. Thank you. And look out for some playlist coming out this week. I'm about to drop some freaking heat and I'm excited. So if you dig house music, mess with your boy. Love y'all. Thank you for watching. Take care.